Here's a little closer look at that thunderstorm we were talking about moving out of Lampasas into Coryell County right now. This is mostly a rural area, but nonetheless, this is a pretty powerful storm. It has lost a little bit of its strength over the last half hour. You see the big pink spot in the middle of that? That's the hail core. It's kind of collapsed and is pushing its way off towards the east northeast, kind of between Evant and Gatesville, crossing Highway 84 right now. Over the next half hour or so, we anticipated to be making its way through Whiteway, Jonesboro, Pancake, Turnersville, Cranfield's Gap, and Mosheim, with what could add up to as much as 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's the big threat that we have with these storms tonight, is the very strong, damaging winds. There could be some large hail. Doppler indicates perhaps up to 1.5 inches hail in that storm that we've been watching there in Coryell County. Low threat of tornadoes, but not zero. We do have a tornado watch in effect until 8 o'clock tonight for much of the area west of I-35 here in central Texas, for the potential of strong thunderstorms that could spin off a tornado. Here's what we anticipate the remainder of the evening. As we go through about 9:30 or so, the line kind of fills in, sweeps out across I-35. We can see some very strong winds with this stuff, particularly bow echoes developing along that thing. Could produce winds better than 40 to 50 miles an hour. I think we'll probably see another round of rain about 3, 4, 5 o'clock or so in the morning, but by that time, the severe stuff should be over with. Tomorrow, the winds are going to go around to the north, and it's going to be kind of chilly. Right now, you look at the partly cloudy skies at the airport, 74 degrees, 82% relative humidity, winds out of the south at 22 miles an hour. Once the front moves through, those winds are going to go around to the north, and that's going to happen probably around midnight tonight. And this is what we're going to start the day with on Friday, with temperatures down in the upper 30s. Remember, we're in the low 70s right now, so a big switch in weather for us tomorrow. Lows in the low 40s and upper 30s, with afternoon highs tomorrow struggling back up through the 40s into the mid 50s, very likely. A lot of cloud cover, one last splash of rain in the morning, and then we'll move this stuff on out of here, and it looks like the rest of your St. Patrick's Day should be pretty nice. Overcast skies tonight, 60% chances of rain and thunder. Some of that could be severe. Again, we have a tornado watch in effect for much of the area west of I-35 here in central Texas till 8 o'clock tonight. It does include Temple, Killeen, Waco, and back towards Gatesville and on up towards Hamilton as well. 40 for the overnight low tonight. Our winds out of the south becoming northerly after midnight, 15 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts of better than 30 miles an hour, a good likelihood. Here's your Channel 6 7-day planner. Always a weekend forecast. After the big rains tonight, I'll linger in about a 40% chance of rain. First thing tomorrow morning, it should not be stormy. It's just going to be well behaved, minding its manners. Rain, cloudy, windy tomorrow. Well, it's St. Patrick's Day, so winds will be out of the north tomorrow, 15 to 25 and gusty. 55 will be the high tomorrow. We're in the 70s now, 55 for a high tomorrow, down to 37 Saturday morning, 35 on Sunday morning. There is now the possible threat of maybe some frost showing up in areas where the wind doesn't stir the atmosphere up too terribly much. Those weekend mornings, Saturday and Sunday, Chris.
Oh, it'll be a fine Irish day for the Irish tomorrow, making them feel like home.
Everything's looking pretty green already with the rains we've had.
That is true. And the blue bonnets, they're out. Thanks, Andy.